Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, give me a quick freaking second. I fucked up major way here. This is all on me. I'm over here trying to get Country K in here, and I didn't even send him the link. That's my fault, my bad. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the All Pro JAFFOs, where we bring you the highly elevated sports talk to the highly elevated sports fan. Of course, I am your host, JP.
Hey, yo.
And joining in right now, because obviously, again, I'm the idiot for not sending the link in the first place. Country K will be in here shortly. Uh, we just got done. I mean, first off, we got a big show today. Um, we got Trey Robinson and Tone Smith of the Las Vegas Insomniacs, the national champion Las Vegas Insomniacs, joining us at the 7:30 hour. Ladies and gentlemen, now that you see him here, the 6'10 beast from the southeast, Mr. Country K.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
I was telling him, K, that's my bad. I forgot to send you the link. That's completely my bad.
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you ready? What's going on?" I hadn't even sent the fucking link. That's all on me. My bad.
I'm sitting here like, damn, it's after 7. I thought I was tripping. I was like, this man ain't even sending shit.
Yeah, that's definitely on. For some reason, because Trey had put in the group chat with Tone and stuff, I thought you were in it as well because he asked me to send the link to that group chat so both of them could get in. But I don't know why I thought you were in there, but that's probably where it came from. We just got done doing at 6:30. We just got done doing the Other Side of the Ball podcast with Chris Vieira, Scott the Viking McCorkle, and Anthony Dub Alvarez. Good show. We were on there for about 20 minutes or so, just kind of shooting the shit and talking about the championship weekend and how everything came to be and stuff. I just wanted to say really appreciate the guys for having us on and talking with us for a little bit and getting our side of the entire thing. Um, Kay, I thought it was good. What did you think?
Um, it was good. You know what I mean?
The setup was a lot different. I'm almost envious of the setup though, to be honest with you.
I ain't it official. I mean, when you have things, you know what I mean, set up the right way, you just they could be in a fucking garage. To be honest with you, they could be in a garage and have nice cameras and nice backdrop shit like that. Honestly, they're in the studio, but I'm just saying, like you could pretty much get the same quality and the same effect if you just know what you're doing. And those guys know what they're doing over there, even in the studio. You get what I'm saying? So it's nice setup, nice audio, nice quality, everything. Like, hey, shout out to them boys on the other side of the ball, for real.
Yeah, and shout out to Nick Blaze as well. He was a guy behind the scenes doing all the stuff there. They shouted
Okay.
him out on the show and stuff too. So
Is his son doing too?
I don't think so. I don't know if he was
Okay.
in it at that time. They didn't show him or anything, but Dub afterwards brought um Nick up and shouted him out and everything. So
Hell yeah.
shout out to Nick Blaze, producing the
Man,
show and
shout
everything
out.
there. Getting us on. First time I've done it on a Skype call, so that was interesting.
I mean, it's
Um,
different platforms.
yeah, but I mean, hey, the way they had it set up and stuff, it was, very well done. Again, I'm a little envious about what they got set up over there because that's definitely something, at least production wise and visually wise, something that we kind of aspire to and we want to get to at some point. But we'll get there. That's not the problem at all. But again, we appreciate the hell out of them for having us on the show. Um, and we need to get. Oh man, so Mr. McCorkle, if you're watching, if you're listening, we need to have you on the show. But I'm almost nervous. Because
Why would you be nervous?
I mean, he was.
Why would
He
you be
was saying
nervous?
some shit. Like
Man, look.
after we had left, I kept watching, and it's almost like a completely deferred off of what it was that they were actually talking about. He's talking about doing a butt naked boot scoot as a dance, as a touchdown dance, and all that. Look, Scott McCorkle, regardless what anybody says about him, he is all right with us because that dude is hilarious. He's got, he's at
He
least from
my
what
kind
we've
of
done
crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's my kind of
slightly.
crazy.
I mean,
Nah, 100% my kind of crazy. 100%. I get where you're coming from on every point. So it's like I'm willing to go that far too. I have to pull myself back for this show. So
and Dub, appreciate you watching, and yes, agree. We need to have. That's gonna be a very interesting show once we get him on. That's 100% for sure. But again, we appreciate them for having us on. It was good. It was a good experience. It was good
for
to try
sure.
to
And just
get in there and say what.
for sure. And when Scott come on, it's gonna be all you need to do, just bring in some Red Bull, couple Budweisers, and some tequila, and just let us do our thing. Just go ahead and take a back seat, let us do our thing. The Viking gonna go motherfucking crazy. The country fella gonna go goddamn crazy. We're both gonna jump off turnbuckles and shit, blow up shit, drive trucks through fucking walls. We're gonna do every motherfucking thing.
Nick, much love to you too, Nick. We appreciate that, man. Appreciate you guys.
Shout out your son too, Peanut. Shout him out.
Yep. Shout out to Peanut
Hey,
for
for
sure.
real. He was cool as hell.
And W, I mean, you guys are being in the comments, man. Live this up. This is nice.
Hey, is that Levi's in his background?
Who?
In Dub's
Dub?
background, is that Levi's?
No, that's not Levi.
That's not Levi's? Okay,
No.
I thought that was Levi. All right.
Levi doesn't have a track around it, man. Come on now.
I mean, shit. You might as well, god damn it. Ain't like the only thing y'all fucking doing is just running. You ain't running to a damn win.
But yeah, so being on there and I mean, not gonna lie, like when Chris said like if we're ever down in Vegas and stuff like that, we might be able to arrange something in the future.
Hey,
Get down there and
they have their fall brawl and stuff coming up. Do you want to check one of those games out, or possibly the championship game or some shit like that? Vegas is a lot fucking closer and a little bit cooler. And I stress a little bit.
Well,
yeah, no, bro. Vegas gets triple digits too. Don't let them fucking
no. It gets triple digits. It gets triple digits, that's for sure. But I even told my wife this the other day because I mean it's been hitting triple digits and stuff out here in Sac,
and that's why I never moved back up there.
No, but it's like it doesn't really feel that way. I was telling my wife, I was like, maybe we need to take a trip to Bullhead City, Arizona once a year in the middle of the fucking summer for 5 days.
Hey, what the fuck wrong with
Because
hey, he trying to kill himself. Hell fuck no, bro. Yeah, bro, this is not the Survivor, bro.
Because if you can survive that heat, again, when we first showed up there, it was 125 degrees outside. If you could survive that heat, and fire. We stood outside for a good amount of time.
Hold on, I'm gonna click one in.
Oh, say less, Dub. That would be nice. That would be nice. We can get that. Oh, play-by-play, color commentary.
Hey, look, that's fire, bro.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that would be awesome. That would be absolutely awesome. But I mean, because again, we were out there in the heat for good amount of time. A lot of the conversations and stuff we were having was outside. Obviously every time we talked to Big Rob, it was inside because he wasn't going to be outside whatsoever throughout.
Bro, I felt Rob so much. If I had to do camera work, I would have been in there with Rob. Shit.
But like, I'm just saying, if you can survive that heat, then everything else feels like a breeze. It was 104 out here the other day. I couldn't even tell.
bro. That shit sound crazy as fuck to me.
Yep.
Hey, look, I live in the Bay.
How the fuck do
We
you
ain't
think
going
I
through
feel
that shit.
saying it?
We won't go through that shit. Not from Florida, bro. Look, the only thing you can say about Florida is humidity. We ain't going. I ain't going. I ain't felt no damn 100-something degrees unless I ain't fucking know it. Hey, look, that was the hottest shit I've ever felt in my fucking life. I went to Vegas once in my life as an adult. I don't think it was that hot, bro. And I
When
was
did you
like,
go?
we went in. It was like summer, actually. It was summer, so I don't think it was that hot. Like it was like close to my birthday time, actually. Now that I think about it, like it was like the end of July, like around the same time we went out there to Bullhead. It's like around the same time, but like years ago and
How
shit.
long ago was that?
That shit was like it was a while ago. Like you was that city.
Oh, okay.
I was gone at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like it was probably like 2011, 12, some old shit.
Weather patterns and global warming hadn't taken an extreme effect at that point just yet.
Hey, look, I understand that, and that's why I said I don't. That's why I said don't let them fool you. Don't let Vegas them temperatures fool you, because that shit is not that far. You know what I mean? Like
it's I mean, it's an hour and a half out, so yeah, it's if it's hot in Bullhead City, chances are it's going to be hot in Vegas too. But again, like that heat was just. That's what I'm saying. If you can survive that heat, you can almost survive anything. And it was whew,
real.
that's why I'm saying, like, I feel like if I could just go out there for 5 days and then I can handle anything else. I can handle all the heat in the world after that.
Look,
like it feels like nothing. Like, and we even said it when we were down there.
God bless your wife if you make her go through that shit with you.
Walked outside and went, damn, 105 feels good today. Like, we've never said that until we went to Bullhead City, Arizona. Like that in itself is a wild statement. But I mean, I came back here to Sacramento, people are like, oh, it's so hot, it's so hot. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what hot is right now, because what we dealt with out in Arizona was something ungodly. It was bad. So thank God the stadium and everything had the AC, and we were inside most of the time and stuff too, because Lord forbid we get a heat stroke, and we were definitely hydrated like a motherfucker too.
Now I had a whole situation where I thought I left my damn water. I thought somebody took my water bottle. Now first I thought I lost it. Somebody took it, and I just put it somewhere the fuck down, and play us fuck up, like Mike Epps said.
He thought he left it in the stands and somebody walked off with it.
I was like, damn. I mean, it makes sense though. It makes sense because
we had
situation, whatever.
Right after that, outside. We go to Walmart. We get him. He gets another one, and we get back to the stadium and we go into the conference room, and fucking there it is.
Right after I filled it up too. Like if it would have been bone dry, it'd have been cool. Like I just filled it up. Granted, that water was terrible, and I apologize to everybody in Bullhead City because I know for sure they threw that bottle away because I told the people at Walmart that shit was leaking and it wasn't. That shit just, hey, look, I'll tell the truth on this one. That shit was not leaking. I had to get my.
You told them it was leaking. That's why.
Yeah, that's why I returned it. Fuck, I had no. I wasn't gonna tell them the truth. That shit's gonna take too long. I said, shit, it's leaking. I'm never coming to Bullhead City again in my fucking life. Hey, look, I don't mean no disrespect. Bless everybody that live in that city. Bless everybody that live around that city, Laughlin, Nevada, all that shit. Like, bless everybody because y'all living through hell right now. And there ain't shit out there. So it's like if you going through poverty, oh God, you going through it, bro. Oh my God. If you cannot afford AC out there, bro. Oh my God. Bless you for real. God bless them. Because there's no fucking way, bro. I would walk like Forrest Gump the fuck up out of there. I'm telling you. I gotta go. There's no fucking way I would risk fighting the coyotes, man. I'm not dealing with that shit.
We were even having conversations and stuff on the way over there, like looking at the desert, and we were reading the heat temperature and everything. We were asking each other, I wonder if we could survive a day out here. No, probably not. I mean, certain circumstances and stuff like that would have to take place for that to happen. But with that amount of heat, with having to,
in 2 hours, I turned to Tom Hanks from Castaway. 2 hours in that shit. 2 hours in that fucking heat and that sun. I'm turning to Tom Hanks in Castaway. No bullshit. On top of a fucking palm tree will be Wilson. Because there ain't gonna be no balls out there. I'm gonna be slicing everything the fuck open. especially with the way we set it up. Like, oh yeah, you got a 5 gallon of water, or no, you think we said a gallon of water, a fucking machete, and a goddamn, and what we was like something else in a hat, some shit like that. Like, can you survive a day?
I think we said a gallon of water and
It was a
either like
machete for
a
sure.
pocket knife or a hatchet or something like that.
Yeah, I think I ended up saying machete, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't know if I would have signed off on the hatchet.
Well,
I
mean, whatever it is out there to be able to because we saw the cactuses out there and everything too, and everybody, you can get water and stuff like that out of the cactuses. So yeah, having it for that, but then like you said, as a defense thing, for the coyotes and whatever else wildlife is out there.
This man said defense. Nah, I'm going as the aggressor. No, I'm the motherfucking bear. I'm going at the coyote. That's what I'm saying. I'm coming to eat. God damn it, I'm coming to eat. Just
he said, "Fuck the defense."
Hell no, it's offense. It's all offense. I'm hunting like a motherfucker. Don't let it have a straggler now. Shit, out there 24 hours, bro. Look, you're gonna forget. Like, I don't really eat much, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I would be out there be gluttonous as fuck, bro, because you got to keep your energy in that sun. That shit gonna deteriorate your energy fast, dog, like super fast. Yeah. If you don't have the proper shelter and shit, bro, your energy gonna be gone.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, shit, we were out there and there was you step outside and it just, again, it feels like 10 pounds just gets added to you in heat alone. It's just,
I think the best way to describe it to people that ain't never been in that temperature, it's like going to a sauna with a sweat jacket on.
Yeah,
that's literally what it was. It's like going to a sauna with a sweat jacket on, even if you in the shade. Like, it was hot as fuck. Like,
the instant sweat and everything.
Yeah, cell phones get hot, computers get hot. You know what I'm saying? Just in the shade. Like, I couldn't edit video like that. And fucking.
Well, when we first got there, I made a phone call and I can feel my phone getting progressively hotter in my hands.
Oh yeah, when we very first got there.
Yeah, at 9 a.m. Yeah, we had to wake up early in order to feel some sort of relief from the heat. And even then, because Matchsticks got out after the first night we got there on Thursday. Matchsticks, he went out early. He probably went to bed at like 8, 9 or something like that. So he was up before all of us, and he had went out back, have a smoke and everything else like that. But he said he had gotten out there at like 6, 7 o'clock, and it was like 96, 97 or something like that.
Yeah, it was hot. I heard Matt 6, but I didn't hear him going to the back because I was up. I mean, you saw where I was sleeping at, so that laminate was fucking cold as hell, and it felt amazing. I'm gonna be honest, it was too fucking hot for me. My body could not adjust to that heat that well. Hey, look, I felt like an Instagram thought, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I said it in the video several times, so y'all gonna see that. But I definitely felt like an Instagram thought, bro, because they upgraded us, and then made us doggone like. It made me feel special, and it made me feel special in the wrong way at both times. Like, damn. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't know.
That's the thing. They upgrade because the first night, like this is nobody's fault or anything else like that. It just Kay ended up having to sleep on the floor at one point in the kitchen during the first one. So then the next day they upgraded us to another place, and Kay still had a full couch and everything to sleep on. This motherfucker still slept on the floor. He still slept on the hardwood and everything.
Bro, I'm 6'10", bro. Like, look, 6'10" don't feel well when your feet are hanging off the couch. I promise you, because when you wake up, the blood got to recirculate to that part of your body, and then you're gonna fall. You know what I'm saying? Because your body is just hanging off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not balanced. You know what I mean? Like, everybody else's body is balanced, and the shit just feel weird. So now my ankles aren't ankles. My feet are not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, just say hypothetically, that's the only thing hanging off. Most likely it's not. So, but like, I don't have ankles, so I feel like I'm just walking on my shins. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit feels crazy. So I try to lay on a full flat surface. You get what I'm saying? So that's kind of the reason why I picked the laminate. Outside of the fact it felt like hell outside, and I ain't never experienced those shit like that before in my life. I thought I was going through hell when I was in high school, my senior year, when we had to damn do 2 days in basketball, and we was in the gym with no AC. The coach fucking closed the doors because he said, "Oh, y'all wanna play?" I feel like this child fucking goddamn battery
endangerment.
Battery for sure. Like, he was abusing us. Like, this wasn't no damn endangerment. He was beating our ass for this one. He closed the fucking doors in the middle of the goddamn summer. We out here running fucking suicide and shit, running my University of Miami's conditioning program. He got us out that motherfucker running goddamn odd numbers, suicides and shit. My homeboy, like, I swear I see the devil at half court talking about run, nigga, run. I swear, bro, he had me fucking crying, dog. Had me fucking crying, bro. And I swear that shit, real life, I felt like Mastic said, or he said in the video, we was definitely in the devil's living room, like, for sure. Like, I seen him, like, we was in his house. Like, we ain't, you know what I'm saying? We was visitors. Yeah, he visited us, you know what I'm saying? But before, now we was visiting him.
It was definitely something different. But I mean, like, everything that happened that weekend and stuff like that with everybody else, and it just kind of made up for it. Because, you know, we weren't the only ones suffering throughout the whole thing. So that's why I've said before, like, everybody who was there that weekend and stuff has that badge of honor that, you know, we survived that. You know, anybody who lives out in Bullhead City, y'all permanently have that badge forever.
I feel like the Jersey boys can kind of wear that badge a little fucking more tough than anybody else, because they don't get that shit at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they get that. Yeah, I don't think they get that at all. So they get to really hold that shit over everybody that's out there here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we kind of close. Like, we drove out there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
from the East Coast to there. That was wild to me. I was like, damn, Rob's first time on the West Coast, and he's got to deal with this heat. Like, damn, that's a horrible first experience.
Yeah, y'all brought him to the devil's house his first time. That shit was that was disrespectful. It was kind of disrespectful. It was low-key disrespectful.
We need to bring him out to where it's like an actual beach or something like that out here.
Yeah,
that's
you gotta feel a nice breeze or some shit. Like, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, experience something nice. You know what I mean? But speaking of disrespectful, you want me to lead it in?
Yeah, we can. Are we talking about Dak?
I thought we was gonna wait after that based off of the time.
Oh yeah, no, we can definitely do that. We can definitely come in and do it right now.
So yeah, just speaking of disrespectful, we definitely finna hear a whole bunch of disrespect from my next guest. A7FL national champion for the Insomniacs. Also, we watched him play a exhibition game against you said Las Vegas Saints, right?
I think it was the same.
Yeah, he was disrespectful. He was disrespectful in that game out there looking like Lamar Jackson. He ran somebody over, and yeah, for real, that shit really happened. Like, I said, oh shit on tape, and I'm probably gonna keep that shit because that was an oh shit moment. It was a man sit your ass down moment for sure.
So ladies and gentlemen, before we get to him, we got this ad from Rays, but when we come back, Trey Robinson, Tone Smith, again, they got some stuff to get off their chest, so you're not gonna want to miss it. Just hold tight. It's coming right after this.
What's up, JAFFO Army? JP here of the All-Pro JAFFOs, bringing you a message from our proud partners over at Raise Energy. Raise Energy takes a giant leap of faith with instilling a high-quality formula to bring the consumer a powerful yet sustained energetic experience to help us put your workouts and focus in general to the very next level. Perfect for anyone at any time. Raise Energy has become the most popular, the best rated energy drink on the market to date, with a phenomenal flavor profile that puts most of the competitors just downright to shame. Powered by the enhanced Refresh technology, Raise Energy delivers with a performance-enhancing energy drink profile that aids in the most often overlooked categories, which include targeted focus, enhanced recovery time, as glycogen becomes depleted, improve clean energy levels, boost in stamina, and in hydration. Most importantly, each can of Rays has absolutely 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbohydrates to give you a smarter and healthier option. You should not have to drink or settle for any other energy drink that contains more sugar and carbohydrates than you can count. Instead, opt for the smart choice with the #1 fan voted energy drink on the planet with Rays Energy Drink. Use the promo code ALPHARAYS at checkout to get 15% off of your order. Demand more. Join the Rays Rebellion. Let them know the JAFFOs sent you.
Yes. Appreciate our partners over at Raise Energy once again. Get down, use the promo code Alpha Raise for 15% off at repsports.com, reppsports.com. Ladies and gentlemen,
What's up, guys?
oh boy,
What up, champ?
we got
Oh, it's smoking by
somebody
the way,
for
too.
you.
Oh, me too.
Ladies and
Shit.
gentlemen,
Oh, it's
national champion of the Las Vegas Insomniacs,
what's up, man?
Mr. Trey Robinson. What's going on, Trey?
What's up, guys? How you guys been?
Good, champ. How
Good,
you?
man.
I'm great, man. I'm chilling, enjoying this vacation. You know, these 4 months off for a while.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know,
So when in this 4 months time, when you start back your training process? How many
I
months?
already did.
So you back in the flow right now?
I run 2 miles every day. I go to gym twice a day type shit. So
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Grind never stops.
I
it
feel
never
you.
stops, man. It never stops.
Hey, you doing all of this stuff, like it makes perfect sense. You did the indoor thing. I don't know if you heard, but bro, when you ran Buddy over, you hear me? You ran Buddy over. I said, "Oh shit," loud as fuck. I know they heard me in that building. I said, "Oh shit," loud as fuck, because you gave Buddy the business, and I was not expecting you to do that. So yeah,
Man, that's the best part about football is that you can really beat somebody's ass, well, besides boxing, and not go to jail for it. You know, so
that's real.
One where you can actually put somebody in the hospital and get rewarded for it, oddly enough.
yeah.
That weekend, Trey, in as a whole, you were obviously very busy throughout the weekend. But for your experience in that weekend, what was something that you kind of took away from the whole thing?
Just being with my wife. Like, you know, it was just like shit. It's a good question. No, honestly, I'll probably just say just being around the guys, you know. Just being in the atmosphere. Like for those who don't know, I was doing a championship game there last year for the Pit Bosses. So I kind of already, you know, knew the kind of atmosphere it was, you know, the people, the fans, stuff like that. But it wasn't really just for me. It was about the guys who never been there before, you know, being able to just be able to experience that kind of atmosphere, you know. The fans, the kids was a big plus, you know. And I say the most thing that like made my day, or you know, with locals. Locals came out to show love for us, and it's like, you know, they're not even from Vegas; they're from fucking Laughlin, Bullhead City area. So them coming out, you know, was a big thing.
I don't know, it was definitely something that was kind of inspiring because again, like with the kids coming out and everything, I thought it was really cool. You guys out there signing autographs, talking to the kids and everything else like that. We were talking to Scooter, and he just before we started talking to him, he just handed some kid his jersey after the fact. So I was just like, I'm sure the whole experience and stuff for you guys, especially during the championship game, was definitely something to remember. But during the championship game, obviously a lot of ups and downs in that game. That game was just, it was ridiculous. I've told
Yeah.
anybody who hasn't watched it, they need to. Anybody who has watched it has the same pretty much agreement in what it was. But during the game, what was your thought process through it, and what were your emotions kind of going through it?
To be honest, uh, my thought process was to like basically run them down to the ground. You know, they didn't have that many depth. I mean, like yeah, they didn't have that much depth, so it was like the game plan was to tire them guys out and take advantage of the weak points. Um, Throughout the game, uh, it was kind of how it was last championship with me. We were down in the game and everyone started putting their heads down, stuff like that. But it was the teammates around us that would, like like RTC, Munchie, those guys kind of like brought everybody back together, and it just like we were kind of like not saying like doubting ourselves, but like it was basically we never been down before in the game all season, so
Yeah.
it was like, you know, it was different for us, way different for us. So just being down by points like that, and overcoming the animosity was pretty cool for me.
Yeah, it's definitely because again, like the whole game we were watching, the emotions from the players could be definitely felt. But one thing that we saw that was actually pretty big, and I would say the motivational factor in the whole thing were the fans that were there cheering you guys
Right.
on.
Mhm.
How much did they influence what you guys were doing?
A lot, a lot, and I'll say that because, and like I'll be honest, like Vegas, from what I experienced, and I'm not gonna say everybody, but like when it comes to sports, nobody wants to see them do better than them.
Mm.
So to have the support from the whole entire Vegas A7 FL was a big deal. Like it was a big deal for us, you know, all
And
year
it,
through all through the animosity, all through the rule changes and this and that and this way and that way. But to see everybody come together like that was really big for us. Well, for me at least.
yeah, no, that was something that was really cool because I think with the turnout that happened at the game and then the turnout for the people that were watching at home,
Yeah.
um, I definitely had said that regardless of the outcome uh, of what happened to that game, both teams can be able to go and look back and go, we did something. We did something historical.
Right.
We did something that's,
No one ever did
gonna
before.
be really good for the league.
No,
Yeah,
no, 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 no. No one ever did before.
yeah.
No one.
No, yeah, no one is that's fair. No one has ever done that before. I mean, we had watched games in the past and we were thinking like, oh, this might be the greatest game, this might be the greatest game, but then after this, it's not really a discussion, to be honest. It was the in our opinion, probably in a lot of people's opinion, it was the greatest game in A7FL history.
Hey,
And it's kind of a hands down thing. And for those who didn't watch the game, go watch it. You'll understand what we're talking about. Um
I still put that pit boss game before this game though, but
oh,
yeah, it was a real deal.
okay.
I mean, the players gonna have a different feel.
It was
You know what I
no,
That's
mean?
also
no,
true.
no. I only say that. I only say that because at that time it was more personal.
Ah,
Basically it was like Vegas on Vegas for the Crown of Vegas type shit.
Right.
So that's like more like
No, I feel you.
the Nightcrawler guys. Yeah, they're a good team, but the mentality we had was going in, and beating these guys either way, no matter what it took, what we had to do. That was the mentality. But last year was something totally different.
so now we're in a point, and I think this is one of the reasons why you contact, because I'm not gonna lie, when at the time that you contacted me, I was a little surprised. I was like, what is Trey Robinson doing texting me at like almost 4 o'clock in the morning?
Working.
What, like, what's, and then I was like, wow, this must be really like building up like something. If he's like, we need to get something off our chest and everything else like that. So, and I'm assuming it has something to do with the voting and stuff that's been going on.
Yeah,
So,
that shit just
what's going on?
it's just biased. I got a lot of shit to say, but like I said, I'm on vacation right now. But I will say, um, voting thing is kind of it's kind of hard because like my best friend, everybody know, Tone Smith was, I'd say, was the factor or it was one of the factors, for us having a good defense, and for him to not be nominated, it was kind of fucked up. Like it's like what you mean? Like I say he led the league in tackles, I believe. Well, at least in our team he did. So it's like, well, that's the guaranteed nominee. So why wouldn't you nominate him? And at the same time, I ain't trying to talk down on players, nothing like that. But majority of these players never had a season like he had, back-to-back seasons, by the way. So it's like, damn, bro. I just think it's biased. And it shouldn't be, based off of, I say, higher officials.
Biased in what way? Because when I looked at the voting, like, I'm not gonna lie, when I looked at it, I was kind of like, there are a good amount of West Coast guys in here.
Yeah,
so that's
it's
like
mostly
biased
West
in what
Coast.
way?
It's mostly because you made me get in my bag, man.
No, I got to, man. We got to know.
It's good. I ain't trying to hurt people's feelings, but it's certain players that shouldn't be on the fucking list. Like, what the fuck did you do? Yeah, at the same time, first ad teams, you're gonna look good, but like a first Insomniacs or first first the Force or Sick with it, it was a different story, So it's like, what film are you watching, or what are you watching, or what conclusions are you coming up with to be like to even have these guys on this fucking list? You got guys back east who are dogs who ain't even get put, who didn't get nominated. Feel me? You got guys in Vegas who aren't even on Tone Smith's level and got fucking nominated, but at the same time he didn't get nominated. That's weird, bro. Like not one O lineman got nominated, not one D lineman got nominated. Like, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Could that be due to bias, or could that be due to just maybe, like you said, lack of seeing what's actually on film? Because I know from what we've seen, it took the guys on the East Coast a little while through the season to actually be able to see what was going on in Vegas, and vice versa. There was so much focus on what their side was doing. It might have left some people who, like you said, were deserving off the list because it just wasn't seen. Okay, could it be somewhere around there, or is it like, no, they've seen it, they should know?
80% of the guys on the MVP race, as far as offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, throw off, is mainly all Vegas guys. It has nothing to do with and at the same time, I ain't throwing shade to the officials. It's just like, it shouldn't be based off nobody but the players' vote. That's it. Fans and players. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be based off what guys like, at the same time, who they favor, or at the same time, go off stats alone. You can go off stats, and I guarantee you all the guys on the list right now won't be on that fucking list.
So then going forward, would that be a suggestion? And because Scott McCorkle on the other side of the ball, we were just on with him, he said kind of the same thing, wanting to kind of keep it in the hands of the players. And, the NFL has their, top 100 voted on by the players and everything else like that. So maybe we can see something like...
It should be by player. And me personally, I watch a shitload of film from back east teams to Vegas teams, to teams in Florida, to teams in Cincinnati, even the team they bring into Indianapolis. I've been watching film, like the practices, everything. Like, me and Tone Smith were like really in the lab when it comes to this football shit. And, it was guys like, I'll give you an example. The linebacker from fucking the Watchmen, straight dog. Not one single nominee.
I was a little surprised on that Mays was not on the list. That was weird.
It's just stuff like that, man.
So then, with the players voting it, Do you think that that would still leave a little bit of room for bias, especially with guys being on, one side going, "Oh, we're gonna just upvote our guys the whole time," instead of,
No,
or
no.
do you think it would be a lot more unbiased than people would originally think?
You know what's crazy? I don't know if you guys saw the last week when they made the polls for the top quarterbacks in the league and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Saw that.
you know what's crazy? You know, majority of the Vegas guys voted for Bagway and for the other guy more than their own like more than me and Scott. I don't think it would be no bias. You know, facts are facts, and
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that.
that kind of answers that question right there, because I mean, you got guys that are
And if you don't believe me,
obviously
you can look
from
for
Vegas.
yourself.
Yeah. I mean, and it wouldn't necessarily be out of the question, because I mean, Bagway, Logo, Davis, those are really, really talented guys. So to have that respect, and I think that's really the main thing, and a lot of players feel, where when you have the respect of your peers,
Mhm.
that feels a whole lot better than the voting from the higher
Yeah,
ups or from anywhere
yeah,
else.
right.
I
Hey,
feel
that's
that's a
real.
little bit more legitimate to players.
Hey, that's real, because when I got my All-Star voting and vote in 2018, it felt good to have. Well, he used to be a player, but he was the owner of a team. He didn't even have my name on there. He was just like, he's like big bro number 36 from the Canes. That shit felt good just seeing that shit, because I know he was talking about me. I'm the tallest motherfucker damn near in the league, and on top of that, he said my number in the team I'm on. That shit felt way better than when, like, you know what I'm saying, like how Trey was saying, just
Yeah.
motherfuckers just telling me I'm going in automatically.
So then, Trey, what do you think? What do you think, at least moving forward? Because obviously, where the voting is and everything, and everybody go vote, AFLFantoken.com, and go put your votes in and stuff right now. There's
Yeah.
3 days left in the votings. Go in there and get that done. But at least moving forward, could you and a couple of other, or maybe not even a couple, a lot of other players come together to be able to kind of present that to the league, going like, hey, maybe we should have the voting process about, with the players and the fans,
Yeah.
rather than the higher ups? Is that something that
So
you guys are planning on doing in the future?
so it's already been done. So yesterday, I went ahead and created a players chat. I mean, it's more so basically it's going to be a players union. Where it's all players, no coaches, no GMs, and whatever problems that we have. I say problems, concerns, anything like that. Um, we're going to address them, and then we'll be able to pass it along to the higher ups, and they can discuss it. In weekly meetings. But the plan is to have a rep from each team here in the nation, which probably be the captains, normally, and then we'll do a weekly phone call, with everybody to see how things are going, and then go from there.
So,
And
so
and,
people, if you're hearing this correctly, and this is how I'm picturing it, because we've been saying this, the league is growing, the league is getting bigger, it's getting more eyes. In the historical context of a lot of the things that are going on, is something that people need to keep their eyes on. People, these guys don't get paid yet to play the game. This is all, registration, voluntary. These guys want to play, get out there, showcase their talent. And they're already talking about having a players union. So if you guys can see what's really going on, because this is a player right here. We've talked to coaches, we've talked to owners, we've talked to everybody. So the progression of the league is obviously there now, to a point where there are talks about, when can we get to the point where we can consider ourselves a professional league. And now, we just got from Trey, there's already talks of a players union coming out
yeah,
from all of this. So that tells me this: you guys care enough about the league to do it. If
yeah,
you didn't give a shit, you wouldn't have given the time of day to even do it.
yeah.
So
So, I mean, a lot of us respect Derek a lot. So
Yeah.
that's like really the main reason. Derek always tells us that he invested his life into this league. So the right thing to do, is pay him back. So
I mean, Derek is one of those guys that the short time that I've known him and gotten to talk to him, he definitely loves the game, and he loves all of his guys. He is willing to do anything and everything in order to make sure that you guys are good.
yep.
So for you guys to, kind of in a sense, like pay your respects to him, like, hey, you gave to us, now let us try to return the favor type of thing. That's big. And that says a lot about Derek because, again, he put a lot into this. There's a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of, sweat and tears,
He's one.
hours and stuff that he's got to do.
He's one of us, man. He's a big kid, and he has passion for the love of the game.
And I definitely see under Derek's leadership, Nevada's in good hands. Nevada's in
Yes.
very good hands.
Yes,
They
yes.
and a lot of the questions last this
I don't know about LA, but yeah, Vegas is cool.
they'll get there.
No,
I
they
mean,
won't.
LA's not. And we've said this on the show. We don't necessarily, and people in SoCal can argue it all they want to, unless I see something different. That opinion is
No, they
going to be the
won't.
same thing. LA
Let
is
me tell
not really a football town.
You want me to tell you why? So I'm gonna tell you why it won't ever be good. And
Hmm.
and this is my opinion. Could be wrong. I ain't a West Coast guy from the East Coast, but from what I've seen so far since I've been out, on the West Coast, is that they won't be good because there's too many gangs there. They can't be on the same team. They can't. So all the old, not old, but old dogs out there will never be able to play together because it's too many.
Too
Like,
much shit going on.
yeah, it's a lot of shit. So it's like,
Hmm.
that's my opinion. That's why I believe they would never be, as good as the East Coast or, I say Nevada because of that problem.
I mean, that it's an interesting point of view. That's for sure, because I mean, for me personally, I didn't even think about that. That being one of the reasons why, especially when it comes to football, that
Right.
it's, I mean, high school football and everything, they've got good teams and they've got good talent, don't get me wrong. But once you get to like the professional level and everything, it just falls off. The fandom and everything is just not
Right.
there.
Yep.
So that's why we say it's not really necessarily a football town per se. It's kind of a Laker-owned town, and that's really it.
Mhm.
But I mean, you hope, for the league's sake and everything, you want divisions and stuff to be competitive,
Yeah, of course.
and
Of course.
hopefully, you know, there can be some sort of remedy to the problem. Maybe this could be something that people can have an outlet to get away from it.
Right.
Like it's
Right.
something that they can look forward to doing instead of being on the streets.
Right.
So
Can I ask you guys a question real quick?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I ain't cut you off. So, how do you guys feel about the draft for the fall ball? What do you guys intake
There's
on that?
there's a draft for the fall. This is the first time I'm hearing about that.
I wish I could have
Really?
been a part of that shit.
What?
A draft
I heard about
for
that.
the fall brawl.
Yeah.
I heard about that. As much
You didn't
as
hear
you be
about
on the
that?
boards, Josh, I'm surprised.
Right.
How
Bro,
did I?
I've
I
been,
know
dude,
about that and you didn't?
these last few weeks, I've been fucking everywhere right now. I have no time to really like. I mean, to be fair, that should have been something that caged up into my head. But a draft for the fall brawl.
Yeah.
That shit
It
hard.
was.
So is this like? Is it like they're gonna draft for the fall brawl and then that's gonna be the teams for the spring as well, or is this
That's
just a
not what
fall
we're.
brawl type of thing?
That's not what we're doing. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. It was something that was said, and I just want to get everybody intake on that. I don't really know if they're doing it for sure, but I know we're going to talk.
Hey, if
something
they
like
did
that.
it, if they did it like this, right? Say they just had like, say 6 teams, and they did this like on some all-star type of team type shit. They just had
Right.
like whoever they can have the players vote for whoever they felt like is the best 6 players in y'all league out here, and then they could be the captains, and then they pick their teams, and then y'all go at it like that on some fall brawl shit. I feel like that'd be fucking fire.
That would be dope as fuck. But that would never happen because the owner of the league won't have us say so.
Right.
So then, but my whole thing behind it is going, or at least, and I could be completely wrong in how I'm seeing it, but the fall brawl, how I saw it for Vegas was something that was, even though it was looked down upon on the East Coast, and they obviously to them it didn't count.
They can't even say that. Go ahead, finish.
But I've always said this: that fall brawl was 100% necessary for Nevada because it created, and this is what Derek was saying too. It created a culture. It created, that feeling of what's going to be coming for Vegas. So when I look at the fall brawl, I look at it almost like a preseason type of thing. Teams coming together to build that camaraderie and to gel so that when it comes down to the spring, you're good to go. So I don't really know about having a draft like that. That would be something like Kay said, if you were to have just like an all-star game type of thing, that's one thing. But for fall brawl, I look at that as preparation for the spring, and you're not really. The only way that would make sense to me is if you did the draft and the teams ended up that way. That's what was going into the spring.
I don't want it to happen. It would be a cool idea, but I don't want it to happen. That's just me personally.
Yeah, it takes away from the meshing of a team, to be honest. So I mean, again, that's just me. It could be a good idea, but there might need to be more to it than just.
And back on the comment where you said there and said where guys say the fall brawl, joke, whatever case may be, people don't understand like the season was only in the fall when they first started. We only played in the fall. Like we never played in the spring. The East Coast started out playing in the fall. So that means a rain, snow, all that shit. We played in the fall. I mean, in the fall. That was our normal season. Also, so every people saying, the fall don't matter and this and that. Understand what league you're playing in and understand when it really started and what we played in back east. When I was a kid. We always played in the fall. There wasn't a spring. It was always fall. And every time everybody say that shit, the fall is the joke and this and that. You can't say that because the league started in the fucking fall. At first it was a fall, it was only a fall league. It was nothing else. So, and at the same time, every time I step on the field, whether it's fall, spring, summer, whatever it is, it's the real deal because I'm on the fucking field. I don't care what nobody got to say.
I mean, to be honest, I think the East Coast right now, especially the talks and everything that I'm hearing, they're not going to, be doing their own fall brawl, but they're on notice. They're definitely on notice to where they might actually need to see.
So what I heard was that it's going to be a couple East Coast teams in our fall brawl this year, which would be fucking dope. Because all these guys that are talking about being good, it's going to come out.
Yeah,
on both sides, of the ball.
No, that would be good. That would definitely be one that would answer a few questions, depending on who it was to be going out,
right?
But it starts to build towards what everybody wants, which is during the regular season having that interconference play. Having the West going against the East during the regular season at some point. So I feel like that can definitely lead the way for that to happen for you guys. So I mean, if you got some East Coast teams coming out for the fall brawl, hey, that's one step in the right direction, honestly. But Trey, before we get you out of here, man, and again, we really appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. Trey Robinson of the Insomniacs. With us, national champion. one thing before we let you go, and this is coming for now. The A7FL is going to be hitting the 10th season. You've been in the league and stuff for a while. We've told people, like we've already said, that regardless of what happened, this moment with the A7FL championship game is going to be making things big for you guys.
Yeah.
But from when you first got into the league to now, where are you seeing it going right now?
I see it going to I see it like being one. I say the second league in the nation, below the NFL. That's where I see it going. Like you keep adding investors and we keep adding, sponsors and stuff like that. Ex-NFL players, the league can blow up real fast. I mean, shit. From just last year, it's a lot farther. Now we got a live cable channel. Like shit is progressing.
Yeah. I mean, to be the second league, that would be crazy because again, you guys can come back and look at it going like, we built that shit.
We're in the second. We're in our second season, and we're in national championship already.
So and that's what I'm saying, and I've told Rob this. If the East is not careful, they're gonna end up falling behind. And Rob said this himself. It may be a little bit until we see an East Coast team in the national championship or a New Jersey team in the national championship again, because again, don't get complacent now. Teams are coming. Teams are hungry.
Well, I ain't tell you, but if you saw my post, I'll say last week or 2 weeks ago, they're gonna have to build a super team to beat us eventually.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, Trey, that might be happening in the East Coast as we speak.
Fuck it, don't matter.
Bring them all on, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same guy, versus everybody. I don't care who you are. So
it's gonna.
And I will run your ass over. Just know that.
We've seen it, people.
I'm a witness to that. I'm a straight witness to that. Because when you see him, you like, all right, I don't think he gonna. Then he run you over. Then it's like, all right. I mean, I personally wouldn't be succumb to that. No disrespect, Trey. Like, but nah, I ain't going through it. But I'm just gonna let you know that, like, as a player, I can't go through that, brother.
At the end of the championship game, right? I was 192.
Okay.
Right now, I'm 212. I'm fucking. It's muscle, and bro. I grew out of all my clothes. All my clothes are like small on me now.
Damn.
Fucking crazy.
So that's where you trying to stay at? You trying to stay right there?
Huh?
You trying to stay right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I ain't trying to lose my speed, but at the same time, now I'm a lot heavier, and the reason why I won the game weight is because like all this season, like I don't know if you guys saw my legs, but at the championship game,
yeah, you were banged up.
My legs were fucked up. Like, I mean, bruised up, scratched up from like all the little hits and shit. So now I'm like, fuck that. I'm in the gym, bro. Ain't nobody gonna take me down this season. Fuck that.
From you said 192 to 212 now.
Yep.
Good 20 pounds in what, 2 weeks? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I've been eating eggs. Listen, I've been eating eggs, rice, and a lot of beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, beer.
Yeah,
should be part of your
part of your diet. Bigger, man. I tell you. I better watch out, bro. I tell you.
The only way I've ever heard that before is something like in the old school NFL motherfuckers smoking cigarettes and having a beer at halftime. That's the only thing I can compare that to.
That sounds like some old school Pittsburgh Steelers shit.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. In 2 weeks, man, I gained like 20 pounds. And I run every day. And go to the gym. Like, it's not 1 ounce of fat on me. It's all muscle. It's crazy.
I mean, again, 20 pounds in 2 weeks, that's pretty wild, Trey. Honestly, that's pretty
that's not the part I wish I could say. The no fat thing. I wish I could say that. I'm fat as a motherfucker, but that's another story.
It's only a mind thing, You take
No,
something
for
you-
sure. I'm still fast too, though. But that's a different thing. Like I'm a
Yeah,
fast
you,
dude.
you can
You know
you
what
can
I'm
ask
saying? So-
you can ask Derek how fast Country K is.
No, see, so I don't want to go based off of that race because I don't run barefoot. I don't do shit barefoot but take a shower, bro. Like I promise you. I don't do shit barefooted, dog. So when I took my shoes
saw
off,
the
I
video.
put myself in a disadvantage. I put myself in a disadvantage.
And you still
I
smoked
could've-
him and laughed at him.
No,
his
I
last
could have
10
beat
yards.
Cole though. Like that was my thing. I could have won. Like I had Cole, and then I started slowing down because my feet was like, you know, you don't fucking do this. I'm like, but I said I can't go dead last, so that was my thing.
At least that.
That's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Joff Army, Trey, again, man, really good to have you on. Anytime, man. You
Thank you for
more
having
than
me,
welcome
guys.
to be on the show, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen of the Jaffa Army, once again, national champion of the Las Vegas Insomniacs, none other Trey Robinson. Appreciate you, Trey.
Thank you guys for having me, guys.
Oh yeah. And guys, Trey. So,
Hold on.
and there's a comment.
You seen the comments.
Yeah. Denzel here. I thought it was gonna get spicy, but he says, but I'm proud of how professional you've grown. Interview. I mean, to be honest, like if you really think about it, you know, the first time Trey was on with us, yes, it got pretty spicy
It got
with that one.
it got there. It got there.
But this one, you know, players grow, you know, get better and everything else like that, and it is really cool to see that type of change, that type of growth and everything else like that. Now, you know, he's still, you know, has what he needs to say. And, you know, like we've told everybody, when you come on this show, you can say whatever you want to. You know, if there's something that you got to say, that's something you got to get off your chest or whatever, and you don't feel like you can do it on whatever other platform or whatever that you're doing it on, you can do it on here. You know, we've got that freedom and stuff like that here. We're not going to sit here now. Not in any way am I saying. If there is something that you say that we kind of disagree on, we might not push back. We're probably going to push back, but it opens up a conversation. We allow people to be themselves, and it like the fakeness and all that. That's kind of get that shit out of here, man. We're not with that. We want everybody to be real. We want everybody to be themselves. You know, whether it's, you know, a combative or gets argumentative debates or whatever at all. We just want people to be themselves. You guys, for those who have been watching us at the beginning, you guys have seen the conversations that me and Kay have had. You've seen how passionate, how, you know, sometimes angry we can get about certain situations and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we're all kind of here for the same goal. We're all kind of here to get better. We're all here to have fun. We're all here to be real. And that's what we bring. So, I mean, again, Trey, appreciate the hell out of him for coming on to the show. Again, it was pretty wild getting that text message at 3:45 in the morning going, is there an emergency? What is going on? Like, holy yeah, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, he must have been up all night just stewing on this. Just upset because throughout the text, and I sent the text to UK, like it seemed, you know, it seemed like there was a lot of anger and fire behind that. You know, so
Yeah,
for him to come on and
I thought it was gonna get reckless.
I thought so too, but you could hear, and he said it himself. He, you know, he wanted to kind
he
of
on vacation. He said he on vacation, so that's really what it is. He
maybe
chilled.
if
He
wasn't
chilled
on
Trey
vacation,
today.
it'd be different.
He chilled Trey today. That's all it is. He chilled Trey today. So just catch him closer to the season. He might let you know about yourself if you say too much. He chilled Trey today.
Is it Denzel would love a NorCal to the? Oh yeah, of course, man. We've been advocates for that shit. You know,
Hey man, I got nothing but love for Reno. Shout out to my boy Chris Townsend.
Yep.
That was the first time I've been to Reno. My partner Chris Townsend, dog. Hey, shout out to him, dog, for real.
you know,
Whatever you
getting
doing
out
in
there,
life.
combining with the Reno division or something. I mean, whatever it is that we can get a division out here, that's that's what we want to do. However it is that we can do it. We
I'ma
want
try.
to be ambassadors of the league, if you will.
My geriatric ass gonna try out.
And and Dub, if you're still watching, we didn't tell you this on the show, but Mad Sticks,
Oh yeah, that was funny.
So he said it before. He's come on and said, oh, I want to get there, play. I'll lay somebody out and this, but it was more of like a joking tone, and everything else like that. But after the championship game, Matchsticks was full on, straight up serious.
I'm finna find me some cleats. I think he said that. I'm gonna get me some cleats. Come out of retirement. I'm
about to come back and play.
I'm about to get out of retirement. I'm like, oh shit, a 2-time black belt on the damn line, right? He's gonna have some issues,
bro. That nobody's gonna be able to hand fight him whatsoever.
Yeah, that hand fight gonna be vicious, and he played O-line, so bro, that's vicious, bro. Matt 6 big dude, pause, but like, you know what I'm saying? Hand fight, vicious.
Yeah, it would be wild. It would be wild. Dub is like he did say that. I remember. So yeah, I mean, because again, like everything about this league just brings excitement. It brings it brings joy. It brings something that everyone's just kind of like excited about to see the growth and everything. And
right.
Like Dub said, and we've said it before, if you haven't seen it and you haven't gotten on the train yet, don't be late. Don't be late. Shit. Coming after that train.
I mean, you could catch on whenever, as long as you get on the train. I ain't gonna sit here and I ain't gonna get mad if people be late. They mean they gotta pay more. If you late, you gotta pay more. That's all that means. If you early, you gotta pay. You. Hey, look, when you go to the club early, it's free. Every motherfucking well.
But then you come later.
You come later, that line gonna be around the corner, and you liable to pay a couple dollars now. So you got to think about it like that. You come late to the party, you're gonna have to pay a tax. You gonna have to pay a luxury tax, and that means sometimes you probably have to go and pay players. It's gonna have to be a sponsor to some players or some shit. That'll be fine. Sponsors, players getting sponsors and shit like that. Seeing these boy like just say because we had him on Trey fans, he out there fucking a local tire shop on the commercial some shit because they had Fox on. He talking about some damn tires or whatever. For hey, come to the tire shop, get your shit changed here.
Trey,
okay.
I've always been professional. Could have turned up.
Hey,
like I said, he's on vacation.
Hey, I told you. Yep. He chilled Trey today. Y'all better chill out. Try
to that's good. That's good. So yeah, ladies and guys, if you haven't gone and voted, A7FLFantoken.com, get your votes in. 3 days left on everything, so get in there and do it now. It's I mean, to be honest, man, like, if it does get to the point where it like voted on by the players type of thing, like an NFL style type of thing, I mean, that sounds good because I mean we talked about it. It feels better when you get the admiration of your peers. Don't know why. I can't really explain it. It just feels better.
I mean, everybody want to be recognized for your hard work. Yeah, you want to be recognized for your hard work, bro.
And who better to recognize you for your hard work than the guys that are doing it with you?
Yeah, because they working hard too, and y'all trying to see who better, who work harder in this moment. Who's more prepared? Who went in the gym a little stronger? Who, you know what I'm saying? Who got they, you know what I'm saying? Who got their shit together better? Who regimen works better?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it really is a competition. But and Dub has said it, Chris has said it, pretty much everybody has said it. And at every level of football, you see it. It's a brotherhood. Everyone, yes, the competitive fires, we're going to be talking shit back and forth and everything else like that. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's a brotherhood. We all have that respect for each other. We all have that, that drive to want to make the league better or do something, with each other that nobody else has done. but that will make you guys want to watch other football around the nation now that exactly. So it'll get to that point, and I think it will. And now, with Trey coming out saying you're basically trying to come up with a players union and, having everybody talk about it to get things done and stuff. That's incredible to me because, again, it's showing me that the players are taking the league seriously. This is not just something, oh, we signed up for just to stay in shape for another league or whatever. The guys are actually taking it seriously and wanting to grow this league. It's not just the coaches and owners and higher ups and everything that want to see this grow. It's the players themselves. They know what they have. And Trey's like, it's a business. Yeah, it's a business. Everyone wants to get that, get that money at the end of the day. But the fact that everybody's coming together to improve the league and make things better all around, that tells me even more that this league is heading for places that I don't think even the OGs thought it would ever do. It's turning into something really incredible to watch. And again, guys, we say it's a fucking broken record, but we gotta say it. Go watch the games. If you've got something if you got somewhere like locally, if you got a team locally, or even going on a7fl.tv, the zone, caffeine.tv, or the A7FL YouTube channel, get there and watch it because it is exciting football. This isn't just like, the run of the mill, this is okay. This is exciting shit. This is football that we all played at one point. Again, this is something that everybody does on Thanksgiving. That tackle football, no pads, fun, family, style of football. That's what this is. That's what that feeling is.
Hey, quick question. When's your last Turkey Bowl that you played in? Yours specifically?
Fuck, dude. I was living in the Bay. About 6 years ago.
Shit.
6 years ago, last time I played in the Turkey Bowl.
Pre-COVID Turkey Bowl. How was that?
Fun. That was the first time that my wife got to actually see me play football. Now, I mean, obviously it was a Turkey Bowl.
Did you go out there and do an Ice Cube set and hit a triple-double, even though that's a basketball reference?
Well, I had a tutty and a few catches.
Okay.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's what I expect. I mean, no breakaway speed, but
Hey, I broke away though. I had a 45-yarder.
Hey, did you see this one?
That may not be big to a lot of people, but fuck that.
Did you see this one? Got to show them some love. Love.
Las Vegas strong, the youth football. Oh yeah.
Show them some love one time.
Hell yeah. But yeah, man, it's like, broke off, and as I was running, I was like, I feel like I'm gonna get caught, and then I just kept looking. I was like, oh, nobody's around me. All right, cool. This is easy. I can walk in. So, I guess they gave up. Fuck it.
Hey,
but
it be like that. You really routed dude.
Tutty on the stat sheet, nonetheless. I don't give a fuck.
No, I mean, you probably routed dude. He was like, oh shit, I didn't expect this motherfucker.
Bro,
I didn't expect this motherfucker to do this to me.
I don't. I honestly, I kind of pride myself. I don't like to gloat a lot. I really don't.
Okay.
I don't like to
try to be as humble as possible.
I do. I really do.
Okay.
But I cooked that motherfucker, bro.
Oh shit! No, cook done on Sundays? No, not like that.
Bro,
with the whole family there, Big Mama over there.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I went so.
That barbecue chicken, all that. Yep.
Oh
it was all
shit!
That. It was bad.
Shit!
Oh, man, I surprised myself honestly with that one. Now, I don't know if the route I ran was just that
don't
good,
fucking play. Hey, Trey, I'll be out that motherfucker. Hey, look, you can throw that motherfucker all day. I'm gonna be Megatron on their ass. Don't fucking play, Trey. Don't fucking play. Vegas is not that fucking far.
Another Turkey Bowl. We need to. We have to fix somehow. Oh, and yep. Just want to be on the microphone for that. Yep.
That should have been an exciting goddamn broadcast, y'all boys.
Can you imagine we broadcasted to? Hey,
bro, why would the fuck would you not? Why would you not get those views?
We can do it. We'll figure something out. No, that
Hey,
just
don't
popped up an
fucking play.
idea. That's nice.
Don't fucking play. I'll be out that motherfucker Megatron into some shit. I'm telling you, I'll give a. Hey, look, don't play. I'm getting back into my regimen right now, bro. Look, like Trey said, I've been doing my 2 miles every day this week. Like, don't fucking play with me right now, dog.
I was about to say, like,
I'm starting to get my bounce back. Like that whole, you know, when you run, you get that little bounce. I'm getting my bounce back. Don't fucking play. Don't fucking play with me right now. Look, I'm an ATH. I've been telling motherfuckers every time I see them. Everybody that asks me about my sports shit, and I actually get into it. I'm an ATH, bro. I play everything on the fucking field. I hate offensive line, so that's my worst one. But everything else, I will fucking cook you in.
I mean, shit, I was telling people that, and when I did that turkey bowl,
All right.
in no means.
Say less. Say less.
Yeah. In no means was I in shape. Okay. So, like, and this is all honesty. I really just started going, getting back regularly in the gym in July. And when I first started, I was at 275. Now,
I saw your post. Yeah, I saw your post.
Now I'm 260. So I've lost 15 pounds, in that month span. Definitely still more room for improvement.
Hey, that's ass off the couch weight right there. That's all that was. That 15 pounds was ass off the couch weight. That's it. Like, that's what you fucking surmise that first 15 for. Now, the rest of this shit is what you actually, you know what I mean, you're working on. But that first 15 is always ass off the couch. When you get off the couch, that first 15 feel like the hardest goddamn 15 pounds to lose in the fucking world. I mean, I had a gap in between. You know what I mean? Like, I came back off of my ACL shit faster because I was so close to being pro. So my mindset was like, I can't fucking just sit here. You know what I'm saying? I was working after 3 months. Like, that's how quick I was fucking back on. And I was moving couches in San Francisco and shit. Like, I was doing hard labor fucking shit on my knee. So I was like, I couldn't sit because this shit was bothering me too fucking much. So, but after COVID, bro, I was sitting on that goddamn couch. That shit felt comfortable as fuck.
I'm sure during COVID, yeah, people didn't want to people didn't want to be cooped up and stuff. But hey,
man, I was an essential worker
just
at
be
first.
able to sit and not have to worry about shit at times.
Before I lost my job,
you get that cabin fever feeling at a certain point, but
I never went through that because before I lost my job, I was an essential worker. So all through actual COVID, like the first year, I was working, so I didn't feel that shit at all. So
well for me, I had like a 2-3 week period because at that time,
all right,
they didn't have really the at home testing at large and everything. Like at that time, you had to make an appointment and you had to basically go in, get the test done and everything else like that. And then you had to wait 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If you came in contact with somebody who had to basically quarantine until you got the results. So we were good. The results that we got back, and stuff were negative, but we had to be in the house for, 2 to 3 weeks because we were exposed. Yeah, as time went differently, so obviously that changed, but I'm not gonna lie, during that time, it wasn't too bad to be able to just, like I said, after a certain amount of time, you go, fuck, all right, being in the house kind of sucks. That cabin fever sits in, but for that first, week or so,
right,
yeah, no problem, just chilling on the couch, watching TV, catching up on shows, watching movies, just chilling. It's like, no worries at that point. But then after that week, it was like, all right, I got to figure out something to do. I got to keep my mind and it was funny, and I didn't tell Dub this when we were on the show. When we started this show, for those who've been, when we started this show, it was February 14th, 2020. When we started this show, a week later, the lockdown happened. our first show was talking about the Super Bowl between the Chiefs and the Niners.
I did go to that shit in Oakland that same weekend, bro. That shit was live. Hey, never mind. Go ahead, continue. I just say that was a random thought.
But that's what had happened. You know, we basically were a COVID show at first, not intentionally, but it's like the first show, and then a week later we're all in lockdown. It's like, well, fuck, and there were no sports happening. There was nothing going on at that however long it was, 2 months.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
Of no fucking sports going on.
Yeah.
Jeez, I was like, God, we picked a hell of a time to start.
Bro, I'll be honest. I was still doing my Jameis Winston rants. I'm so glad not to talk about that dude. Like, I'm glad the very first year after he was gone, we won a Super Bowl, bro. Like, I'm able to talk about this shit now, like, since it's post Brady now. Like, bro, I'm so fucking happy that shit validated everything that I was fucking saying.
Yes, it does, Dub. And go back to the first episode, you'll know exactly how I fucking feel about that.
Oh my God, Dub! When I tell you, I was so motherfucking happy, bro. I was laughing at this dude. Space. I didn't mean it in disrespectful, but I had to laugh.
No, you did. Fuck that. Yes, you did.
I did. Fuck it. I was fucking crying. Yo, I had real tears because when I watched the game at San Jose, motherfuckers out there shooting and shit. Look, Niners! Pop, pop, oh, bro, I was in that motherfucker hollering. I'm telling you, because my boy was cooking and he was grilling, and you know, Southerners, they be by the grill. When motherfuckers grilling, like, it's your friend, you kind of by that grill with their ass, conversing with them, giving something to fucking do, because it's just, you get kind of bored by that grill by yourself. So you'll sit over there, pass him a beer every now and again. So that was me. So I'm watching the game because they had the TV positioned so he can see the game from the door. You know what I'm saying? From the back door through the screen door and shit. So I'm sitting there crying. I'm dying laughing, hearing the fucking jeers and tears from all of the Niner fans. And then he came on this motherfucker with a full goddamn rant. Lord have mercy. When I tell you, I had so much joy in my soul, Dub. I'm just talking specifically to Dub. Dub, I had so much joy watching your team lose, bro. I mean that shit with the most fucking love in my heart about how much I hate all y'all collectively. You and Josh, Niner fans, all y'all, because it's like the rest of these motherfuckers delusionals bring y'all down. They bring y'all down, and that's what the fuck I love to fucking goddamn talk about y'all. I love it.
That's
and B Rabbit y'all coach, and y'all ain't still need to fire his ass.
And that's what I think Kay flourishes off of the most. The fact that, you know, at least, you know, talking for me, I would like to say, a realistic fan. When something is not right, something, you know, isn't good, then I'm going to say it. If I felt like Kyle Shanahan fucked up by not doing what got you there in the first place, yeah, I'm going to say it. You know, so a lot of people, you know, I'm not going to be that fucking, and some of the 49ers people, I do want to slap the fuck out. Yes.
Hey, I'm going to be honest with you. When you said that shit right now, I had a whole like memory flashback, like like that shit. I had a memory flashback right now of y'all getting y'all ass whooped. And then the last time he was in the Super Bowl was with the Falcons, and they got their ass whooped after fucking being up points. 23. And then y'all be up points, and then you lose the game. That shit made me laugh so fucking hard. And then all y'all blame Jimmy Garoppolo. And then
I blame Jimmy because Jimmy
played for the Raiders, and I promise you, when Jimmy play y'all, he finna beat y'all. I promise you. That's gonna be probably Devontae last game as a Raider, but he gonna beat y'all.
Devontae doesn't even want to be there right now.
I feel you. That's why I said that's gonna probably be his last game as a Raider, but they gonna beat y'all ass. I cannot wait. I can't fucking wait. I promise you. Raiders. I can't fucking wait until they beat that ass.
No.
Hey, I cannot fucking
Not gonna
wait.
happen. Not gonna happen. getting into some of
Oh,
the
Lord.
topics today.
We can go to another team that you hate.
Well, before we get into like the team popularities and all that stuff, because there are some things that we saw that we actually want to like talk about and stuff. But there was, to be a little bit serious, Henry Ruggs today was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison for his involvement in the drunk driving crash that ended up killing a lady and her dog. If you guys have, I mean, I wouldn't really recommend going back and looking at the videos and stuff like that because it is kind of hard to watch, especially knowing what's going on. It's very tough to watch. If you're gonna go back and look at it, just warning, it could trigger some feelings. It could trigger like there's a warning when you go back and look at it. But for that involvement, he was going 156 miles an hour, drunk and everything. So it was a bad scene. Today, sentenced to 3 to 10 years. Devontae Smith, former Heisman winner and teammate of Henry Ruggs, actually requested the day off from practice to actually go to the hearing. Now, supporting your friend and everything else like that, but I hope, and this is what I would want in a friend of mine, and I kind of ask this from all of my friends. I would hope that Devontae Smith, when he I'm pretty sure he's talked to Henry Ruggs in the meantime, whether it's over the phone or I'm sure he's talked to him at least once or twice. And I'm sure that if they are, as good of friends as they say, I'm sure Devontae Smith, gave him some shit, about it, but at this point, and Dub says it right here, because I saw the sentence, and I'm not going to lie to you, I thought it was a little light. That's just, look, just because you are an athlete, in my opinion, that doesn't excuse you from shit. That it just doesn't. You drove recklessly, drunk, and killed somebody. Most people who do that, most people who get a DUI and kill somebody in a crash, they're gone for a lot longer than fucking 10 years. A lot longer than 10 years. Some people end their lives in prison because of shit like this. So 3 to 10, in my opinion, it's because he's an athlete that he got that sentence. That was the lightest sentence that they probably could have given it. Now, there are gonna be people who disagree with me. That's okay. I am, perfectly okay with that. But if you're gonna disagree with me, then you need to give me the pro DUI killing somebody and it's okay to get 3 to 10 years side of the argument.
Yeah, that shit wow. Like this definitely was a he got money situation.
Yeah. And that's all it is. That's so it's just like, look, did he have all the talent in the world? Yeah. He wasted it. We talked about it, when it
I
happened.
mean, no disrespect, he has speed.
I mean, again, you have to have talent to make the league. Now, being bottom tier talent in the league, that's up for discussion or whatever. But you had to have been some sort of talented in order to make the league. But all of that talent thrown out the fucking window.
Very true.
And it's a damn shame because a lot of these young athletes, I don't know what it is. And I know the NFL has these conversations with them. I know that they have these rookie meetings where they tell them, shit to stay away from, so it's not like this was something new. This was something where an athlete's ego got the best of him. He thought he could do what he wanted, and he paid the price. Now, again, in my opinion, 3 to 10 years, that's a slap in the face to the victim's family, in my opinion. That's,
That's how I look at it. If my daughter or my son or something like that was killed from a DUI, from a drunk driver, I'd want that motherfucker's head, honestly. That's just me. But 3 to 10 years, best believe I would have been in that courtroom fucking cussing out the judge. You would have put me in contempt for sure if I would have heard 3 to 10 years. I don't feel like that's acceptable. And again, I could be wrong, but from where I read it, 3 to 10 years, but there's still a possibility of parole and early release depending on certain situations. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. You made a stupid decision that killed somebody, and you deserve to pay the price, regardless of your status as an athlete or otherwise. And this is why you see most of the regular population of people, the ones who were, obviously, like us normal people who are not mega movie stars and all that other kind of stuff. If we would have done some shit like this, we'd be in jail forever. But because an actor or an athlete or somebody famous does it, they get just essentially a slap on the wrist and call it a day. You wonder why people get pissed. It's because it's not equal treatment. It really isn't. If you have money, you can get away with a lot of shit in this country. It's unfortunate, but it's true. It's a historic, you can go back and look at it. It's all there. It's just people who have money get away with a lot of shit, and it's because they can pay for it. That's really all it is. So 3 to 10, I don't think that's enough. I think it should have been more. With added probation and everything else like that at the end of it. And again, that's just me. You can disagree. Anybody out there who whatever, if you have a different opinion about it, that's fine. That's okay. You're probably wrong, but that's okay. But again, 3 to 10 years, Henry Ruggs in jail. He's never going to be in the league again. He's never going to, they're saying he has PTSD from the moment, which is expected. Yeah, you killed somebody. That's going to weigh on you forever. That you are literally going to be sitting in a 10 by 10 cell, or 10 by 10 cell, thinking about everything that went wrong. And it's going to eat at him, and it's going to eat at him, and it's going to eat at him. For as long as he's in jail, or for the rest of his life, the thought of him killing somebody is going to forever be on his mind. And he deserves it. Honestly. Because in my opinion, there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse to make that decision. People, if you are out drunk as fuck, you need to have people around you who, or at least have that predetermined, hey, who's going to be the DD today? Or, hey, we need to sober out,
No,
for a few
fuck that.
hours.
It's 2023. He did that shit last year, the year before. It still was Uber around, bro. Uber, Lyft, all that shit. Like you don't really got to you don't got to go through those old school antics anymore. Like you real deal. Like everybody can have a good time. Just take a fucking Uber home. Like just take a Uber or a Lyft or some shit like that. Not speaking from a motherfucker that had to go through a situation, but I wasn't driving. But that's another story.
Yeah, that one you didn't, in my opinion, deserve that. But
Yeah, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. But like you said, there's no excuse nowadays. There really isn't. You can go pick up your car in the morning or do whatever it is that you. But again, the ego got too big. He wanted to show off, for his girl or whatever the fucking reason was that he decided to do that, and he paid for it. And unfortunately, somebody paid for it with their lives. And now a family has to grieve the loss of a loved one while at the same time getting told by the judicial system that they don't matter enough to keep this guy in jail for a longer period of time. That's just what it is. Now, it's a shitty situation, but, that's what it is right now.
Rest in peace to the people that's lost in that situation.
All all the condolences to the family and everything else like
Sure.
that. And we hope everything in the future and stuff like that goes well for them and they get all the positive things that they honestly deserve because they didn't deserve this.
Most definitely. And also, while we're still having a somber moment right now, I want to say also prayers to Maui, because you already know the island's on fire. And
Yeah,
stuff like
the fires out there.
Yeah.
Who would have fucking thought that we would see almost a whole island ablaze? Like in Hawaii. Wildfires in Hawaii? When the fuck did this start happening?
Yeah, bro.
Like this. Weird times, people. Weird times.
Yeah. Recipe to people that's lost in that situation as well, and prayers for the speedy recovery for the people that's injured.
And I hope to God everyone gets for those who lost their homes and everything else. I hope everybody gets compensated and everybody gets what they need. We don't need this to be a situation where the government goes, oh well, get out of luck. Like, no, we don't need that type of shit. But so getting out of the serious now, getting into a little bit more of a happy time. Kay sent I saw it, but he also sent it in the group chat. We saw basically a map of the entire world, and in each country was what NFL team is most popular in those countries. It turns out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the number one most liked team throughout the world. Now, not in the U.S. is that at all true. But, and I think, to be honest with you, Tom Brady had a lot to do with this.
Hey, you can say whatever you want, bro. Hey, shout out to Brady for bringing that culture to us. Fuck that. We gonna show love to the people that did shit good for us. We ain't gonna be like the Niners and shit on them. Shout out to Brady.
Who's the number 2 team that was on? Do you have that list in front of you actually, or do you have that map in front of you?
Yep. Number 2 was the Buffalo Bills. Number
Fuck
3,
the Buffalo Bills at number 2 here.
Josh Allen, I guess. Stephon Diggs. I don't know. Stephon Diggs was out there with the Amish kicking it. Matter of fact, I got the picture. Why you playing? Let me throw that up there for you one time. Put it up there one time. I've been waiting to use him. Him.
Wait.
He was out there with the Amish. He was kicking it heavy with the Amish. Heavy kicking it. You got me fucked up. I've been waiting to use him. Don't play with it. I know you're coming through. I told you I was waiting to use him. Got to use him.
You have it? It's coming up right here.
I definitely have it. I'm telling you, it's about to come up in a second.
But while that's coming up, who's the number 3 team?
The number 3 team is the Dallas Cowboys. Speaking of it, we can talk about little rain.
Oh yeah, everybody on Dallas pretty much hates Dak at this point. Oh, see, Dub is just wanting to tickle your ears now.
What happened?
Loving
I don't know.
Loves
what that
Mike
means.
Allstott.
That sounds crazy.
Was it the Orchard Park Bills? But
hopefully they come out right. He was out there kicking it with the Amish.
Okay, hold on. I'm not gonna lie to you. It doesn't look like he's having a great time.
Nah, he had a peace sign up. He was just hitting the serious face. If you see the whole picture, they was out there heavily kicking it. He got on the Amish hat. That's why I said I cut it kind of fucked up. I got more of the bottom instead of the top.
I was going to say, it looks like he was forced to be there.
Nah, he was out there big kicking it, man.
Wow. Yep.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the list get more crazy.
I was expecting the beard. I was expecting a little bit more.
No, that's why I said I cut the picture crazy. I'm trying to take. Matter of fact, let me recut this. Now you making me recut because I was upset about the cut anyway, and then now you sit here and said that, and it's like now I gotta recut because it's like now it's kind of bothering me. Like it's bothering me kind of a lot now. Like let me recut. Let me go ahead. They was out there kicking it. Everybody was happy. That man he was just hitting the cool face.
He was there during Rumspringer, wasn't he?
I don't know what he was down there with. He was out there. They was letting him kick it. Because one day they were watching the shit. They was watching the Buffalo Bills. So they that's probably their team. That's probably their team.
Take note, players. Go hang out with the Amish, and your team will be well loved throughout the world.
I wouldn't say that. I'll just say expand your horizons. I'll more than just say that. Don't just get comfortable in a box. Expand your horizons. Just try to learn something new. You know what I'm saying? Like what also helped the Bucks, we're loved in South America. Like a good portion of South America love the Bucks. So
you're also a Florida team, so that makes sense.
But again, okay, but that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Australia love us. I'll be honest with you. Never will I ever go to Australia. That's one place they ain't got to worry about me. They ain't got to worry about me.
Australia's got the top 10 deadliest everything there. Why on God's green earth?
They got spiders my height.
Yeah,
no, I'll be out there really boxing a spider. Like they're really trying to like full force, full strength fighting a spider. I'll be out there. I'm like, you got to give me a sword. I ain't playing with y'all. Oh, see how y'all live out here. That's why I understand Crocodile Dundee. You like, that ain't a knife, this a knife. That's why you got a knife like that. That's why it's the knife like that. That's why. Big ass spiders, kangaroos that fight motherfuckers. Like, hey, look, those spiders just come in your house. Like, you really try to secure your shit. Next day you wake up next morning, big ass spider on the wall, your height. You like, what?
I don't want to live in a place where I have to constantly check my toilet bowl before I sit down.
Well, I mean, that's some places in America too. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, but in Australia, it's kind of like it's a necessity. If you don't, you're probably gonna get your shit bitten off.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Just say it like that.
Yeah,
you're gonna die. For some people, that's a death sentence.
No, I mean for a lot of people. That's a test.
I'll tell you right now. All right, look.
We don't need it. All right, so let's get back to Dakota and the
little rain, little bachata, little bachata.
So obviously everybody knows that Dak Prescott went and made it public. I'm not going to be throwing 10 interceptions this year, all this other kind of shit. After saying that, he's almost hit 10 interceptions, and the season hasn't even started yet.
And you knew your receivers, like you've been there with them guys for a long time. So it's
there's
like
no excuse for this shit. You got Trayvon Diggs telling you to shut your bitch ass up. You got fucking Micah Parsons trying to end your career. You've got Dallas fans just pissed off right now. So it's kind of like, and then there's still obviously those delusional Cowboys fans out there. We're going to the Super Bowl this year. I saw a post that said, "This is why everybody is calling Dak the new GOAT." Excuse me? Everybody meaning who?
Curry? You mean Curry GOAT?
Exactly.
You mean the Jamaicans gonna cook them up? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What kind of GOAT they talking about? They got to be talking about a dish. They got to be talking about food. Like they have to be talking about some sustenance to eat. Like
I don't. That's where I knew that I think the delusion of Cowboys fans still outweighs the delusion of most 49ers fans by at least a little bit.
Well, they think their defense is gonna get them there. I feel like they think they're not gonna score points, and all we got to do is just get.
It's one thing to think that whatsoever.
I mean, if they doing Dancing with the Stars of the current NFL players, then yeah, I'll give you that. Because he hits a bachata every game. That's why he love bachata.
Oh shit!
That's about it.
I mean, I don't think, to be honest with you, that the Cowboys are going to have a great season.
I still think Odell will give him a run for his money, though. Even with the fucked up knees.
I think most wide receivers probably have better footwork than the quarterbacks do. Let's be honest.
I mean, some quarterbacks got pretty good damn footwork.
Yeah,
Some of them got some really good footwork now.
some of them, not all.
Yeah,
Of them.
like Lamar Jackson, LJ, young legend out of Pompano.
Who's the number 4 team on that list? We'll go through the 5. I know there's more, but we'll go through the 5.
All right. So look, you gotta give me your wildest guess on this one because you are never gonna get it.
The number 4 most popular team in the world?
I swear to you, never gonna get it.
Can I get a hint?
Nah, bro. It ain't that many teams. I gave you 3 already.
So then I got to go through 29 more teams in my fucking head. Okay. Yeah, this narrows it down.
So it narrows it down when I say you're not gonna get it. So you got to go to something wild. So that makes you fucking narrows it down to you.
I feel like, okay, just say yes or no.
It's not the Chiefs. Like I'll give you that.
No, I know
it's not the Chiefs. All right, well then,
is it a bottom tier team?
You're asking for a lot now. Like that question narrows it down to like 3 teams at that point. Like you're asking me to cut 20 plus teams for you. No, guy, you got to give me something. You ain't even said shit. I gave you 1. I said it's not the Chiefs. I gave you your guess. That's your hint. So now you got 28. Shit, round it up. Or off. So it's even though. Come on, this shouldn't be that hard.
I'm thinking it's a team that you don't like.
Well, I mean, I'm saying something you're never gonna guess. So that's probably shoot. It got nothing to do with me. I say you're never gonna guess. I'm never gonna guess.
Because of their popularity in the UK, I'm gonna go with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
No, the Houston Texans.
What?
I told you.
At 4 in the world.
At 4 in the world. And you got the Fins at 5. And then the Chiefs at 6. Yep. The Bears 7. The Pack 8. The Packers.
The NFL is not
and
doing
then the Patriots are at 9. And then the Washington football team is at 10.
The fact that the Commanders are in the fucking top 10 is see, the NFL has not been doing their due diligence in promoting the league to the world, because I can maybe agree with the top 2 or maybe 3, maybe. But the fucking Texans at 4?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, we're not doing a good enough job. There needs to be.
I tried to tell you, people tired of seeing y'all choke. We ain't trying to see that shit no more.
I'm not saying that the 49ers need to be in the top 5 or anything else. I'm just saying, fuck, somebody other than the Texans should be at the top 5 of that list.
The Texans, I don't know how the fuck that happened.
I don't know how the hell that happened either. And
Well,
Denzel, to answer your question,
I guess, I don't know.
Real quick, Denzel, to answer your question, I don't know what happened there. As far as we knew, I knew Trey was going to bring him on with him, but I think Tone probably had something or that might have come up or something like that. But we definitely want to get him on the show at one point too. So just to answer that question, Denzel. But yeah, no, again, if you have the Texans at number 4, the NFL is not doing a good enough job in marketing around the world. It's just not happening. Oh, goodness gracious. That's wow. And again, the Washington football team is in that top 10. That makes no sense whatsoever. Out of all the teams that are in the league, this team, who has gone through the most shit, no way. There's no way. Who made this list again?
God dang, I was sorry. I went on to the next goddamn thing. Shit.
we'll get to that one because we got about 10 minutes left. Yeah, we'll get to that one.
It's by Sidelines, and it is from fuck the shit so damn. It's blurry. I can't see it. To give him the credit,
Sidelines. Okay. Well,
I can't say the rest of it because it's blurry. It was like Sidelines on one half, and then they had the other shit where they cited it from on the other
okay.
half, but I couldn't
Well,
see it.
I mean, shout out to them. We'll figure it out later, and then probably give them the proper shout outs later.
Right.
Yeah, that's wild. Okay, and another topic that we came around. Well, this one was kind of interesting because I kind of read the list of names that we saw there, and it's pretty damn good. Now, Kay, you showed me a list of the best names that athletes have had, and for those watching and stuff like that,
That's
I'm
what I was
sure
looking at.
you have athletes and stuff like that who have like really wild names. But Kay, since you have the list in front of you, what are some names that stood out to you?
It's a
Because
lot.
there was one,
What you got?
that stood out to me that I was like, "There's no motherfucking way."
Which one stood out to you the most?
The last name started with a P.
Oh, Luscious Pussy? Yeah, that's crazy. The man
There
first.
is an athlete, ladies and gentlemen, out there named Luscious Pussy.
Well, yeah, my boy played at Eastern Illinois from 2006 to 2008.
Hold on. Is it Pussy or Pussy?
It's for sure Pussy because it's Pussey. That's Pussy for sure. But they
Okay.
ain't
For
not one
you
coach,
parents
not
out
one
there,
coach
take
on
note.
this earth. Not one coach on this earth said Pussy. I'm gonna be honest with you. They
No,
call him
none.
Pussy the
None.
whole time.
Nope. Not one of his teammates said
That's
it
a
either.
good one. Hey, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Disrespectful as fuck as his parents.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you wanted your kid to get bullied his whole
You
life.
knew your last name was Pussy.
He
And you set my
had.
boy up for
It
the
was a
worst.
necessity for him to grow up to be a big, strong athlete to be able to kind of withstand all that shit.
You could have knighthood your boy. You
Sure,
could have.
Luscious Pussy.
Well, not luscious.
A night Sir Lucius Pussy.
Oh shit. Sir Luscious Pussy.
Oh shit.
Hey, no, that's a damn good one, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Some of these names is fucking wild. It was a DB. He played at FIU from 2011 to 2013. I think he played with Scott. His name was Wonderful Terrific Mounds II. Bro, that is a fucking mouthful.
Wonderful, terrific Miles?
Mounds.
What?
Yeah, that was his last name, Mounds.
Wonderful, terrific Mounds.
I mean, I feel like that's the part you need to get over. The first is he's the second version of that long ass name. So there's another man with the same name.
There's a senior and a junior.
And I'm almost certain.
Wait a minute.
They're gonna keep that name going.
Hold on. And correct me if I'm wrong. If you're the second, I think that means you're a junior. So like there's senior, there's junior, and then after that it becomes the second, the third, the fourth. People could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how it is. So if that's how it means, that means there's fucking 3 people with that name.
I don't think that's right.
Well, the reason why I say that is because I've never seen a junior refer to himself as so-and-so the second.
Well, yeah,
I've never heard somebody who's a junior refer to themselves that way.
Because it's only 2 of them.
Well, exactly my point. But if there's more,
and that's why that might be right. Shit, I don't know.
Again, I might be completely wrong, but I think that because that's what I'm saying. If that's the case, then there's fucking 3 people. with that name. I mean, two is is enough, really.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Man, everybody know about Chris Blewett. He's on the list, but
Isn't
he in the league. Well, I mean, he in the
what's his name?
XFL.
Something Booty. What's his name? Uh, God damn it.
Dang, I know you talking about too. Dang, he a quarterback. I think I know you talking about.
He's a
Dang,
coach now.
he's a coach. Oh, all
Yeah.
right. I don't know, but right now I was looking at Jim Bob Cooter.
There we go.
And-
That's who I was thinking of.
oh,
Sorry.
that's what you're talking about, Jim Bob Cooter.
Not Booty. Oh, I mean, there is a quarterback or a tight end that had the last name of Booty and stuff like that as well. I know Jake Butt from Michigan. He had that last name, but
I went
yeah,
to middle school with a guy named Justin Butts.
Jim Bob Cooter.
Yeah, and he went to Tennessee, and he looked like a Jim Bob, you know, one of those Jim Bobs.
Well, the
No,
last name though, it's like wow.
He's a long line of Cooters. Yeah, we got Timothy Cooter, Stephen Cooter, Mark Cooter. We got Hezekiah Cooter. He was a wily one. Then you got Martha Cooter. That's the mother. You know, she's trying to wrangle them all her land. And then, you know, you got Sarah Cooter and Heather Cooter. And that was all the girls. And then we got a couple more boys. I don't remember their names, but it was a couple crazy Cooters. They were riding around on the truck now and again through the town. You know, they hang out at the general store sometimes. And then next thing you know, they just do all kind of mischievous things. All them Cooters. But yeah.
Oh, that's true. Do you have that list of names? What are some other names that are on there?
You got Brodacious Ham. He went to Auburn.
That's a good one.
2017 to 2021.
I'll say I remember him.
You got God's Power Offered. He went to Howard in 2011 to 2015. You got, man, some wild ones. Pig Cage. He went to University of Texas, San Antonio from 2021 to right now.
Pig Cage.
Yes, sir. Like the housing for the hogs. That's what we're gonna name them because we had conceptually made them then the pig cage because we was cleaning it out.
All right. All right.
Hey man.
I mean, once you get past like Jim Bob Cooter and Luscious Pussy, it kind of goes down.
You got Wave Rider.
Luscious Pussy, I should say.
You got Wave Rider, and the Navy made damn sure they got him. He went to the Navy.
Wave Rider in the Navy.
Bro, they made damn sure they got him. He was a DB. They made damn sure. They like, look, he can't go nowhere fucking else but here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they got some pretty good names on this list.
Oh, yeah. Really, really damn good ones. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys for hanging out with us on this Wednesday evening. Appreciate Trey Robinson for hanging out with us on the show a little bit. We appreciate the guys from the three, or not the three. I'm sorry. Well, we appreciate them too, but we appreciate the guys on the other side of the ball for having us on the show earlier today, and Dub and everybody, being on with the show afterwards, showing some love and support. We appreciate that. Coming back again Friday, people. You're not going to want to miss the show. It's a lot of good stuff happening. And from here on out, expect big things, because big things are definitely coming. Before we go, quick shout out to CJP, our F1 guy, my younger brother, Caleb Pernetta. It is his birthday today, 29 years old. So happy birthday, little brother. Don't do anything too stupid tonight.
Don't go out there being too stupid. Can't be
I
stupid.
mean, he's living in Texas right now, so it's not that difficult to find something stupid to do. So again,
It's a very stupid, heavy place in Texas. Happy birthday, Caleb.
happy birthday, bro. And again, thank you, Trey. Thank you, everybody in the A7FL. Thank you to the Jaffo Army for you guys hanging out with us. We will see you guys again. For myself, JP, for the 610 Beast from the Southeast, Mr. Country K. We'll see you guys next time. Deuces.